Today we are making Chipotle smoked salmon on the Green Mountain wood pellet grill. So I've gotten a little bit of a head start, but the first thing we're going to do is mix up a dry rub. I'll post the link down in the description, and you're going to take your dry rub, and what you're going to do is lay out some piece of plastic, put a nice coat of the dry rub on, put your salmon fillet on, put more dry rub on top. You're going to use it all up except for 1/4 cup we're going to pull out and set aside. I've quadrupled this because we're making 4 fillets, so I've taken 1 cup of the dry rub out. But this, we've done this already, so this has been sitting in the refrigerator for 12 hours. So once you get the dry rub, you get it real packed, nice and tight like this. You can see how nice and tight this is. You put it in the refrigerator for 12 hours. Now we're on the second step, and we're basically going to unwrap this. You can see how this has pulled all the moisture. This was all dry rub. This pulled all the moisture out of the salmon. So we're going to open this up. We're going to rinse off these fillets, and then we're going to get them in a pan, and I'll show you how to do the next step. Look how firm that is. That salt has basically pulled the moisture out and made this nice and solid. We're just going to get these out over here, and then we're going to rinse them off once they're all uncovered. Let's get them rinsed off. Okay, so we have rinsed the dry rub off the salmon. Now, we're going to just pat it dry, and I have this on a Teflon sheet because that's where I'm going to cook it. You could cook this right on the bare grill grates, but it's only going to affect the skin, and we're not eating that anyways as part of this, so I just want to make sure. I want to put it on the Teflon mat so it's easier to get on and off the grill. All right, so that's patted dry. Patting front and back of the salmon. We want it totally dry here. All right, so I've already mixed up our dry rub and pineapple juice. It is 1/4 cup of dry rub to 6 ounces of pineapple juice. As I mentioned before, I've quadrupled this, so that's why there's so much. I just want to give this a good mix before we baste our salmon. We're just going to baste it generously right here. And this is also what we're going to use to baste during the smoking process. All right, so take a look at these gorgeous fillets. Now, we're going to put these in the refrigerator for about 4 more hours, and we're leaving them uncovered. We want that to create just a really nice glaze on top. So, in the refrigerator, 4 hours uncovered. All right, so our salmon has been in the refrigerator for 4 hours. It does have the nice kind of crusty that we were talking about on top. So what we're going to do is take our mixture here, and we're going to add 1 more coat right before we put it on the grill. And our smoker is currently at 175 degrees, and we're going to cook this salmon until it is 145 degrees in the thickest part. Then it's done. It should be about 2 hours till it's done, but as soon as it reaches 145 in the thickest part, then we are going to take it off and we're going to let it cool. All right, 1 more coat there. We're going to put this on, and we will recoat about every 30 minutes. So this looks like the thickest piece. We're going to put the thermometer in here, cook to 145. Smoker's 175 degrees here. So we're going to go ahead and get the salmon right on here. Oh, look at that beautiful looking salmon on the pit. We're going to get the temperature thermometer in the thickest part right here, and we're gonna let her go. All right, temperature thermometer's in. Because this was in the refrigerator, it's pretty chilly. Right now the meat's reading 43 degrees, so it's got 100 degrees to go. 145, and we'll get it off and let it cool. All right, so our salmon's been on for about 40 minutes. And we're just gonna go ahead and put another coat. The temperature is about 100 degrees. Again, we're cooking to 145. All right, take a look at these. These things look gorgeous. The temperature of the meat is at 145, so that's when we want to take them off and start letting them cool. All right, so we got everything off the grill. These have been resting about 10 minutes, so you can see they're drying out again, which is perfect. We're going to let these cool. Unfortunately, I don't get to taste them right now because we really want these to cool, and then we want to refrigerate them for about 2 hours. Once they're refrigerated, you could eat this just like this over crackers. Actually, I'm going to try a dill dip. We're going to spread the dill over the top and then serve it with crackers, but you could serve it really any way you want to. And what we're also going to do, the reason I made a couple more, is we're going to put a couple of them in the freezer because we can freeze these And if I'm going to a party again, I can just take it out, let it thaw, and take it to the party. It's perfect that way too. So this smells amazing. They're still pretty warm. I can feel the heat coming off them, but I can't wait to taste these. If you try it, I hope yours turns out. I've had this before. This is absolutely delicious. And I'm not a huge smoked salmon fan, but I do like this recipe. This is awesome. Please click that thumbs up, like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and thanks for stopping.